We got 1 minute. All right, let's find out. Yeah. Super fun. How about 22? We have to do that. We have to do that.
At the top?
So,
No,
I can
just
try to-
holding it up. They were bending.
I want to talk to you tomorrow morning. I just have to send me a picture to do it. But you're telling me to do it over the top temporary. And then you have some more conversation tomorrow, but it's.
I'd like to call the Schenectady City Council meeting to order for Monday, November 4th, 2024. The first committee is Public Safety.
So I'd like to call the Public Safety Committee to order. We have 2 items on the agenda tonight. First of which is going to be a discussion around fiscal year 2024 State Homeland Security Grant Program. Hold on 1 second, Mr. Lieutenant Wilkie.
Yes, there's enough people for the committees, except one.
Oh.
We were, yes, we covered that, yes.
Okay, all right. All right, sorry. Just want to make sure.
Thank you. Good evening. The City of Schenectady Police Department is the recipient of a portion of the grant of the amount of $206,046. This money comes from the New York State Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Services. $130,000 will be expected to be used for interoperable communication equipment or the radios. $26,046 is earmarked for personal protective equipment in the form of 2 ballistic shields. And $50,000 is earmarked for a remote control robot to be used by our Special Operations Squad. The funding period for this is 9/1/24 through 8/31 of 2027, and there is no match required by the city.
Thank you. Any questions or comments?
I'll move this.
I will second. All those in favor?
Aye.
The next item on the agenda
Thank you.
is a review amending section 248-11 of chapter 248, article 2 of the Schenectady City Code to add a new paragraph. The city of Schenectady wishes to address traffic safety by installing traffic calming measures on city streets to reduce speeds on designated public streets as identified by the city engineer and the Schenectady City Council. The public hearing was held on October 28th, 2024. Any questions or comments?
If it's okay with the committee, that you can vote it out, and then the committee, the council as a whole can then vote on it next Tuesday.
Thank you, Mr. Waring. Any other questions or concerns?
No?
Hearing none, may I get a motion?
So move.
I'll second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Are there any other items that will fall public safety? Hearing none, may I have a motion to adjourn?
So move.
I'll second. All those in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned.
I just want to say quickly that I see that we're missing several council members, but I want you to know that 2 council members did acknowledge that they would not be here this evening, Mrs. Patrick and Mr. Farley. So they sent information that they would not be present this evening.
I think the other 2 are at the small business award.
I didn't see them there.
I didn't see them there. Yeah, I would like to call the Finance Committee to order. I don't see the building, chief building inspector here because I do have several questions on item 1 and 2. And,
Well, you might be able to ask me.
well, it has to pertain to more of changing these fees and the impact to the department and also the service providing currently. I would prefer to have the chief building inspector here when we discuss these items. Okay. So, Madam President, I would ask that we hold item 1 and 2 and request that the chief building inspector be here.
So you want to hold it for 2 weeks?
Yes, if that's possible, yes.
Okay.
We'll go into next item, review amending section 124-13 and 124-22 of the Schenectady City Code, increasing administrative fee regarding false alarm call. We had the public hearing on 10/15, and this was asked to hold for another cycle so that we can look at the fees and to get additional information from the PD, which we did. So, Mr. Williams, you had asked us to hold this and to kind of review. The information was provided to us. So we have, we looked at the original fee that was presented to us when we reviewed this and went into public hearing, and then there were consideration about looking at it because of the costs associated with these visits to the location. So you just want to add to that?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I just want to make sure that the members of the committee got the updated recommendation from this morning. Did you get that?
Yes, we all have.
Excellent.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay.
We did.
And that based on those recommendations, and then you can move out any sort of recommendations for the committee to the council if you want to amend it along that schedule as proposed by the chief, or you wish to amend it anyway, or it's up to you. If you want to hold it for another 2 weeks, you can, to digest that, since it was just came this morning, or the alternative, you can vote it out as amended.
Mr. Williams.
Yep, so I can say for me, with wanting to just identify this issue is just making sure we were actually accurately capturing the true cost, or at least somewhat close to that. I think with hearing just the impact of some other adjustments that we're doing in fee schedules around the city, I'm comfortable holding where those fines previously were at.
At the fee that was presented at the public hearing.
Correct.
No, I haven't handed.
So just for point of clarification, Mr. Chairman, so we're just talking the number of four non-persistent false alarms is reduced down to 2. So that's everything else you would be okay with leaving the status quo. Is that how you want to leave it?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yes.
With that being said, then the committee can vote it out, and then the committee, the council as a whole can vote on it next month on Tuesday.
So we'll stick to the original fee that was presented through the public hearing,
Yes.
as noted.
So
May I have a motion to move that forward?
So moved.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. The next item is a reminder public hearing to amend sections of Chapter 161 of the Schenectady City Code to include specific fees for the collection of solid waste items and the requirement for collection. The public hearing is being scheduled for November 12th, 7 p.m. And the next item is also a reminder for public hearing for Restore New York grant application for the former St. Clair's Hospital, 600 McAllen Street. This public hearing is also scheduled for November 12th. Are there any other business before finance?
Mr. Chairman, just to the point of, just go back to the one item, the solid waste fees. Based on last week's, 2 weeks ago's conversation regarding that, some of that language was amended to reflect the cleanup. That it's 7 bags, 1 can, and that's what the legislation will go before the public hearing for next week. And there was also a report that the council member Williams indicated they wanted a report from the Commissioner of General Services on how that education campaign was going to, how it went, and that the report back would be on May 15th, giving the administration a month and a half to kind of compile everything. So the legislation that's before you now reflects that. And one other clarification, the fee regarding the exemption should be reflected. That would be under 164-25. 161-25, subparagraph 1, that it says $100. Over the years, that hasn't been updated, so that I think that figure is what, $137 right now.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
161.25, what number? Number 1?
2-25 sub 1, and it says here the sum of $100.
$100,
So that should have been updated over the years so that the current figure should reflect what the exemption is. It just hasn't kept current over the years. So since we're looking at that section, I think it's $137. Does that sound right? Okay.
That's my recollection.
Okay. So I will just, for posting, I'll just put the $137 in there because that should reflect the actual, it just hasn't been amended over the years.
So the current fee we're charging is 137?
That's my understanding.
Yes, and so you're just saying that you're just going to update this to
Yes.
what we're really doing?
To reflect,
To
yes.
reflect. Okay.
It's a matter since we're in here and we're,
Okay,
okay?
just, thank you.
So I just wanted to bring that to the committee's attention.
Any other business? May I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second, all in favor? Aye. Thank you.
I'd like to call to order City Development and Planning. We have 2 items on the agenda. The first one is the appointment of an individual for the Golf Advisory Committee. Just want to get some clarification. My understanding is that this committee has 9 members, should have 9 members.
That's correct.
Right. And currently there are 5.
I don't know how many members, but I just
So I just want to just say that I sent an email to the Director of Operations probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago, asking for the list of all the committees, and I have not gotten a response for that. Not anticipating this, but anticipating as we move forward and name people to the committee. So I don't know, the last thing I looked at, I only saw 4 people. What I was sent like months ago was like only 4 people were on there currently. And the latest list I was able to find for appointments from council member in 2019 was that 4 of those people are still on here, and 2 of them are no longer on here. So one of the things about it in the code, it says that we can only have 1 person who's a non-resident. So what I was trying to confirm is the addresses.
That's incorrect. It says at least 1 member shall be a non-resident.
So you're saying that anyone else can be a non-resident?
Historically, there's been 1 non-resident. I'm now putting 2 non-residents on.
And so would you repeat what it says in the code?
I don't have it in front of me. It says at least 1 member shall be
A
a
non-resident.
non-resident.
Okay,
So there has to be a non-resident.
least 1 non-resident.
On that, representing non-resident golfers is what the theory behind it was. But
Okay.
more than 1 member can be a
all
non-resident.
right. So there was well, I didn't get an answer to my email that I asked that question, otherwise we wouldn't be discussing it now. I would already know the answer. So you're saying this is the 2nd non-resident that's being put on? Okay. Okay, just wanted to clarify that, and if I could get a response from the Director of Operations about the committees, because we know there's vacancies, we know we're gonna need to put people on, but we can do the work ahead of time, and so we don't come to it trying to figure out at this table. I really, really appreciate that. So, based on that, then I will entertain a motion to name Philip Kaufman for the Golf Advisory Committee.
So moved.
I'll second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, and the next item is to review establishing a temporary moratorium until February 1st, 2025 on the submission of processing of building permits, certificates of occupancy, certificates of use, and land use approval of cannabis establishments within the city. And the public hearing was, we were looking to, go ahead, Mr. O'Brien. Go right ahead.
Madam President, I just wanted to planning, the planners in the Economic Development Office, Planning Development Office. So we hope to have a working draft to you in 2 weeks. And then based on the input at that meeting, we can refer to the City Planning Commission for their review with the idea of getting a public hearing on the ordinance by the end of December or the early part of January. So that's just a brief way ahead. So you'll have a working draft in 2 weeks and then refer to the Planning Commission for their input, and then after that, come back to you for review and then calling for a public hearing.
On the zoning.
On the zoning.
So this, what you're saying is essentially that hopefully we'll be on target with, by the time the moratorium ends, we'll be able to have our zoning in place. Okay.
So that's what we're working to, so I wanted to brief you on that.
Okay. I thank you for that.
Well,
All right, and I need a motion on that.
So a motion to get the moratorium for the whole council for tonight.
Oh, we need for the whole council? Okay.
Yeah, for the actual legislation.
All right, then we'll put that on for Monday. Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Right. Don't come Monday. Okay. Is there anything else to come before city development and planning?
Do we need to move this other committee? I just want to, do we need to move this?
He said,
Yes.
Yes.
I asked that,
Yes.
and you said,
No, just to clarify, yes, you have to move it out for the committee for.
Thank you.
okay, I thought we did, and you're like, no, we have to wait for the whole council.
Yes, it has to go to the council.
The full council next
Yes,
Tuesday.
but tonight we need to move it out.
At the committee tonight.
Yes,
Yes.
thank you.
So,
I'll second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, so we don't have enough time, so we're just going to continue tonight? We don't have enough claims. All right, so the last item, I'm going to have to move it into, on the claims committee, I'm going to ask to remove it into city development and planning because we don't have enough committee members here for claims.
Okay.
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 All right, so the final item, which would have been under claims, we're moving it into city development and planning, is the payment of back taxes for 1710 Eastern Parkway, and that will be an executive item, executive committee item. So I would ask that get a motion to move into executive session.
so,
I'll second. All those in favor?
aye.
Thank you. Members of the public will have to leave.
So the executive session will be for the particular claim and other litigation tonight.
Oh, you should say that. I'm saying, okay. So we're going to be discussing this particular claim and other outstanding litigation?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right.